Caulfield retracted the bowel to reveal the source of the obstruction. An object can be visualized, silver and cylindrical, resembling a section of flashlight casing. Wet metal gleamed through the slit in the intestine, black fabric wrapping one end. No, not fabric, friction tape. Caulfield's finger tentatively tapped the casing. Something about the object glimmered with threat, an intruder in the house. Tick. He heard Dr. Peltier's chair push back and high heels start toward him. She'd been listening. His fingers slid into the passageway and grasped the object. He tugged gently. It slipped easily through the slit, then resisted. Caulfield tightened his fingers around the object and pulled harder. Tick. Simultaneous, white flash, black thud. Caulfield's head whiplashed and the floor slammed his back. Red mist and smoke painted the air. A woman's scream spun through the roaring in his ears. Someone above him waved a blunt stick, a club. No, not a club. The light flickered twice and failed. When the autopsy was transcribed to printed form, transcriptionist Marie Manolo was uncertain whether to include Dr. Caulfield's final 6 words. Trained by Dr. Peltier to be clinically detached and thorough, Marie closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and continued typing. My fingers. Where are my fingers? Chapter 1.
A guy's walking his dog late one night. I watched Harry Nautilus lean against the autopsy table and tell the world's greatest joke to a dozen listeners holding napkin-wrapped cups and plastic wine glasses. Most were bureaucrats from the city of Mobile and Mobile County. 2 were lawyers, prosecution side, of course. Harry and I were the only cops. There were dignitaries around, mostly in the reception area where the main morgue rededication events were scheduled. The ribbon cutting had been an hour back. Gold ribbon, not black, as several wags had suggested.
"What kind of dog?"
Arthur Peterson asked. Peterson was a deputy prosecutor, and his question sounded like an objection. "A mutt," Harry grunted, narrowing an eye at the interruption. "A guy is walking his mutt named Fido down the street when he spots a guy on his hands and knees under a street light." Harry took a sip of beer, licked foam from his bulldozer blade mustache, and set his cup on the table about where a head would be. The dog walker asks a man if he's lost something. Man says, "Yeah, my contact lens popped out." So the dog walker ties Fido to a phone pole and gets down on his hands and knees to help. They search up and down, back and forth beneath that light. 15 minutes later, the dog walker says, "Buddy, I can't find it anywhere. Are you sure it popped out here?" The man says, "No, I lost it over in the park." "The park?" the dog walker yells. "Then why the hell are we looking in the street?" Harry gave it a 2-beat build. The man points to the street lamp and says, "Light's better here." Harry laughed, a musical warble at odds with a black man built like an industrial boiler. His audience tittered politely. An attractive redhead in a navy pantsuit frowned and said,
"I don't get it. Why is that the world's greatest joke?"
"It has mythical content," Harry replied, the right half of his mustache twitching with interest, the left drooping in disdain. "Given a choice of groping after something in the dark or hoping to find it easily in the light, people pick the light 99 times out of 100. Peterson lofted a prosecutorial eyebrow.
"So who's the 100th guy? The one all's groping in the dark?"
Harry grinned and pointed my way. "Him?" I shook my head, showed Harry my back, and walked to the reception area. It was loud and crowded, local VIPs churning like a bucket full of mice as they scrambled for a position beside an even more important person or in front of a news camera. Guests huddled 3 deep around the buffet table. I watched a heavy woman in evening wear slip 2 sandwiches into her purse before puzzling over meatballs and gravy. A dozen feet away, a florid county commissioner babbled proudly for a news crew. "Like to welcome y'all to the dedication of the new faculty. One of the uniquest in the nation. Proud to have voted the fundage."